What if I told you that in the next 24 hours I would make 0 decisions for myself? Not what to eat, not where to go, not even what to wear. I handed complete control of my life over to random chance, and what happened next was absolutely insane. I'm talking about letting coin flips decide whether I'd eat ice cream for breakfast or call my ex at 3 in the morning. I used spinning wheels to choose my outfit, random number generators to pick my activities, and even let strangers on the internet vote on my biggest life choices. By hour 12, I was standing in a grocery store wearing a Halloween costume in July, buying ingredients for a recipe I'd never heard of, about to text someone I hadn't spoken to in 3 years. The universe had plans for me that I never could have imagined, and some of them were absolutely terrifying. This experiment pushed me so far outside my comfort zone that I questioned everything I thought I knew about control, fate, and what happens when you truly let go. What you're about to see will either inspire you to try this yourself, or convince you that some decisions should never be left to chance. Part 1. The Decision Fatigue Prison Break. By 9 in the morning on day 1, something incredible started happening. My brain felt different. You know that mental fog you get when you've been making choices all day? It was completely gone. Here's what nobody tells you about decisions. Your brain is burning through willpower every single time you choose something. Whether it's picking socks or planning dinner, you're draining the same mental battery. Scientists call this decision fatigue, and it's why you feel exhausted by afternoon even when you haven't done anything physical. But when random chance picked my breakfast 3 days in a row, something clicked. I suddenly had mental energy I forgot existed. My creativity exploded. I wrote better. I solved problems faster. My brain wasn't stuck in choice paralysis anymore. This leads me to discovery number 1 out of 8 life-changing insights from my experiment. When you eliminate meaningless choices from your daily routine, you unlock incredible mental power for the decisions that actually matter. Your brain becomes a Ferrari instead of a broken-down car stuck in traffic. The universe forced me to eat the same oatmeal every morning, and suddenly I had the brain power to revolutionize my entire work process. Part 2. The Comfort Zone Demolition Method. 3 hours into the experiment, a coin flip made a decision that terrified me. Heads meant I had to approach 5 complete strangers and start conversations. My palms were sweating just thinking about it. But here's where something magical happened. Because I didn't choose this situation, my brain couldn't spiral into worst-case scenarios. I couldn't back out because the universe had already decided. So I walked up to the first person and just started talking. No anxiety, no overthinking, just action. Within minutes, I was having the most genuine conversation I'd had in months. The second person shared something personal that changed my perspective completely. By the 5th person, I felt like a social butterfly. This unlocked discovery number 2 out of 8 from my chaotic day. Random challenges demolish your comfort zone instantly, while gradual change takes forever. When you remove the choice to avoid something scary, your brain stops catastrophizing and starts adapting. Fear disappears when you eliminate the option to retreat. Your anxiety can't argue with fate. The universe basically turned me into a confident person in one afternoon by removing my ability to say no. Part 3. The Regret Immunity Technique. Hour 14 brought disaster. A random timer went off during an important phone call, and the universe demanded I hang up immediately. I missed a crucial opportunity, and normally I would have beaten myself up for weeks. But something strange happened instead. I felt nothing. No guilt, no regret, no endless replay of what I should have done differently. The weight that usually crushes me after bad decisions was completely absent. This moment revealed discovery number 3 out of 8 that will change how you handle failure forever. When outcomes aren't your fault, regret becomes impossible. Your brain can't torture you with what-if scenarios when you weren't the one making the choice. Random selection creates a bulletproof shield against self-blame. You stop wasting mental energy on decisions you can't change. Every bad outcome becomes pure learning without the emotional baggage. The universe taught me that most of our suffering comes from taking responsibility for things beyond our control. When chance makes your choices, failures become experiments instead of personal attacks on your character. This one shift in perspective can eliminate years of self-doubt and second-guessing. Part 4. The Spontaneity Muscle Builder. Most people think spontaneous individuals are just born different. They're not. Spontaneity is a muscle that most of us let waste away through years of planning and overthinking. My random experiment became an intensive training program for this forgotten skill. Every unexpected prompt forced me to act without deliberation. A dice roll made me take an improv class. A card draw sent me to a random restaurant. A coin flip had me learning salsa dancing at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. Each random decision strengthened my ability to pivot instantly. This uncovered discovery number 4 out of 8 that transforms how you handle unexpected opportunities. When you train your brain to act on random impulses, real-life spontaneity becomes effortless. You stop needing perfect conditions to say yes to adventures. Uncertainty stops paralyzing you because you've practiced thriving in chaos. Your response time to opportunities accelerates dramatically. The universe basically put me through spontaneity boot camp. Now when life throws curveballs, I catch them instead of ducking. You can build this same muscle by letting chance make small decisions throughout your week. Part 5, The Hidden Pattern Revealer. By hour 18, random choices were revealing shocking truths about myself. A spinner sent me to an art gallery I claimed to hate. I spent 3 hours there completely mesmerized. A card pick made me try karaoke, something I swore I'd never enjoy. I ended up staying until closing time. Meanwhile, activities I thought I loved felt boring when chosen randomly. This exposed discovery number 5 out of 8 that will revolutionize your self-awareness. Your conscious preferences are often completely wrong about what actually fulfills you. You avoid experiences based on outdated assumptions about yourself. Random selection bypasses these mental filters and shows your authentic reactions. The gap between who you think you are and who you really are is massive. When choice gets removed, your true personality emerges through your genuine responses. I discovered I'm far more adventurous than I believed and way less interested in things I thought defined me. The universe became my personal therapist, revealing hidden aspects of my character through forced experiences. Your real preferences are buried under layers of social conditioning and limiting beliefs. Random choices dig them up like buried treasure. After 24 hours of absolutely terrible random choices, something unexpected happened. Making my own decisions felt ridiculously easy. When you've survived eating pickle and peanut butter sandwiches because dice commanded it, choosing your lunch becomes effortless. When random selection has forced you through awkward conversations, networking events feel simple. This revealed discovery number 6 out of 8 that will supercharge your decision-making forever. Surviving bad random outcomes makes your judgment feel bulletproof. Every choice you make yourself seems brilliant compared to what chance might have selected. Bad experiences become confidence boosters instead of confidence destroyers. Your decision-making anxiety disappears when you realize most outcomes are survivable. The universe basically gave me a crash course in resilience by forcing me through situations I would never choose. Now when I face difficult decisions, I remember that I've already survived much worse through pure randomness. Your judgment becomes your superpower after you've experienced the alternative. The fear of making wrong choices evaporates when you've proven you can handle whatever happens. The most shocking realization hit me during hour 20. I was addicted to the illusion of control. I would spend 2 hours researching the perfect restaurant for a casual dinner. I'd read 30 reviews before buying a $10 item. I was drowning in analysis paralysis for decisions that barely mattered. Random selection shattered this addiction completely. When chance picked my lunch in 30 seconds, the meal tasted exactly the same as my carefully researched choices. This uncovered discovery number 7 out of 8 that will save you countless hours of wasted time. Most decisions matter far less than we think they do. The time spent deliberating is often more valuable than marginally better outcomes. Perfect choices are usually impossible anyway, so good enough becomes genius. Control is mostly an illusion that exhausts us without delivering real benefits. The universe taught me that letting go of meaningless control frees up energy for choices that actually impact your life. Your obsession with optimizing every tiny decision is stealing time from experiences that create real value. Random selection proves that most paths lead to similar destinations anyway. The final hour brought the most mind-bending revelation of all. Random choices kept leading me exactly where I needed to be. The missed phone call opened a door to a better opportunity. The random route introduced me to a coffee shop that became my favorite writing spot. The awkward conversation with a stranger led to a friendship that changed my perspective. This unveiled discovery number 8 out of 8 that will transform how you view fate and opportunity. Sometimes surrendering control aligns you with possibilities your logical mind never would have considered. The universe has access to information your conscious planning doesn't. Random events create connections and opportunities that structured approaches miss completely. Your need to control outcomes might be blocking better paths from emerging. Coincidences multiply when you stop forcing specific results. The chaos of random selection often organizes itself into perfect timing. Your resistance to uncertainty might be the only thing standing between you and incredible opportunities. When you let the universe participate in your decisions, magic starts happening in ways that pure logic can't explain. So what did I learn from letting the universe control my life for 24 hours? That most of our struggles come from gripping too tightly to outcomes we can't actually control anyway. The chaos taught me that spontaneity is a skill, regret is optional, and sometimes the best decisions are the ones we never make at all. Your brain has incredible power when it's not stuck choosing between 15 types of breakfast cereal. Maybe the universe knows something about your path that your overthinking mind is missing. I'm not saying you should flip coins for every life choice, but perhaps it's time to loosen your grip on control and see what happens when you let a little more randomness into your perfectly planned world.